I brought together some of the best known researchers that I know personally, and Daniel Benoit and Stacy Coughlin. Stacy Coughlin is the occult researcher for the Southern Illinois Monster Hunters. He's based out of Thibodaux, Louisiana. Daniel Benoit is the founder of the ECBRO, the East Coast Bigfoot Researchers Organization, established back in 2010. And they've came from all over the eastern seaboard and in the deep south to join us here at base camp here at Jackson Falls State Park. The Shawnee National Forest is well over 300,000 acres of vast wilderness. You've got flatlands, you have swamplands and wetlands, you have straight up and down hills, you have valleys, you have bluffs. It's a vast smelting pot of what you would go and you would find, expect for a Bigfoot to be able to survive unnoticed and unknown to the general public. And you know, you go back in here where we're going to be at, and it's a relatively, like I said, no man's land to get back in here. We had trouble getting back up here.
So as we're bringing these out here, are we looking for the structure right now?
Yeah. Whatever he leads us to.
The thing about it, it could be anything, Daniel.
Right.
It don't have to be a teepee.
It could be, yeah, like a teepee. It could be a
marker.
Yeah, some kind of wild twist or something.
Yep. Keep getting that area right there.
What, right in front of you?
Yeah. All right.
You know, every so often, it looks like I'm seeing some impressions out here.
Yeah, I'm getting a solid right there in front of you, Daniel. Back to your.
We just camped in this.
Yeah, back to the right just a little bit here. Matter of fact, hold where you're at for a second. Now, right to there, Daniel.
It's right there.
There's a trail.
Right there.
There's a trail right there where that tree is at.
The old bent tree.
But there's another structure right over here. That trail should be right there where that pin is.
Watch your foot. Hey, everybody, watch your foot and don't step on anything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of deer sign in here.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I'm seeing some other impressions a little bit bigger.
All right.
You seen them too over there?
Yeah, just seen that.
We're on a trail. Be looking for any kind of breaks up high too.
Zach, I'm on top of it.
You're on top of the trail?
On top of it, brother.
If you were to take like
Okay, I'm seeing something. I can't tell you. It's still too far off to tell it. I think I might see something.
X marks the spot coming through. Right here.
Look how wide it is through there too.
Yeah.
it wasn't the wind, so the wind would push them all in the same direction.
Right.
But these were all pushed like to form a teepee. And we're talking like the height Yeah, like I can,
Stacey, can you ask your rods to see which direction the trail's going?
so it's not like you and
The main direction he travels on this trail?
it's stuff that is so questionable.
Right.
Yeah.
That,
This way?
yep.
All right, I'm gonna set a camera right here.
Look where that fallen, look where that bent tree is.
Right there. That bent tree right there.
Yeah.
Right there is a trail marker. Look how it's been. Look how that tree's been over right here.
There's the X formation right in front of me.
Hey, and look. Some of the techniques that I'm using is map dowsing with the pendulum. I'm also using dowsing rods. And using a form of energy work to see if I can find where the Bigfoots are at. I've been doing it for like 4 years, and it started out, my dad got me into it to see if we can hunt treasure, and well, treasure hunting really wasn't that exciting for me. And after talking to people like Daniel, Benoit, and Zach and everything, I figured if I can find other things, then let's see if I can find a cryptid. So we went from there, and that's where it went to. Which, using of the pendulum on map dowsing, found a main trail, and looking at that, we've actually found footprints along those trails. And then as we moved across to different areas, there's been multiple footprints and tracks that's been found. And all that led off from me doing the map dowsing work and pendulum work to start with. I always say whenever I'm working with my pendulum and stuff like that, you can run, but you can't hide. Bigfoot can move, but he can't hide from me. You and Fred and all them, y'all were my first influencers on this.
Yeah.
You know? They're the ones that made me be like,
here.
I
Right
wonder
here,
if I
Zach.
can do this.
Oh,
Look.
that's awesome.
And then Zach.
I can see right there's the toes.
Right here's the heel.
I used to sit
See how
there
it's
and
been
listen to
pushed up right here?
conversation.
Yeah.
This is the left foot. Got a big toe, possibly right here. So we got
This is a washway. They
Yep.
follow the creeks.
exactly, and it appears that it was working its way this way. But that's exactly what it looks like. This is, because sometimes a lot of times moss it's like a sponge. Something heavy enough, it'll stay down. A lot of times, moss usually comes back up. But yeah, we definitely.
Can you point that out again?
Yeah, so we got a heel here, comes all the way up, where the toe has been pushed out, big toe, and this here I believe to be a left foot
It
right
is a
here.
left foot if the big toe's on that side.
And
Wish I.
let's see, let me.
You get 3D program now.
If you want to try this too, this here is about the heel looks like it's right about here. So if I put it right here, this is a 6-inch phone. So
Yeah, these are about 12, 14-foot rods.
yeah, so if you got 6, say another 6 here, plus it comes up a little higher, maybe 14.
About that.
Well, one of the things I noticed out here, and I shared with the others as well as we were venturing through here, I noticed some impressions. And, impressions are kind of inconclusive. However, we started seeing very similar shaped tracks. Actually, some pretty clear tracks that showed heels and toes. However, it got interesting when we started noticing other ones that were very identical to it leading up to that one. So we believe we may have found a possible trackway. Not all track impressions were clear. However, there was enough to compare with what we originally found up on the upper ridge here. And, so yeah, there's definitely some activity here. Can't say how recent it is, but there's definitely something that's been through here. And then as far as the other thing I noticed here, it's got a lot of heavy rock ledges in here. And one spot in particular, it wasn't a cave, but it went in a good ways. If I needed shelter out here, that den I found over here would definitely provide shelter and keep you out of the elements. So, which is it was fascinating. I mean, it's beautiful scenery out here for one thing, but yeah, that den inside that cave. Oh, well, excuse me, I keep calling it a cave, and it's not a cave, but yeah, that rock ledge over there with the little inlets and whatnot. It's yeah, it's very promising. Over here,
Yeah. Because I just asked, am I looking at him right now? And I'm looking right at that black spot right there, and I got a yes.
Found a possible footprint.
Daniel,
Yeah,
it goes on past this rock.
I believe it.
This rock right here.
Well, judging from this here, water comes out of here. There's some small things in here.
Yeah, if anything want to get in here, it'd be out of the weather.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, that rock goes. That rock here was shoved in here. It's been a while though because it's not washed out or anything.
Like even coming down to where the campsite is, I was just told it was gonna be, oh, just, you know, a mile down the road. And I mean, it's a mile, but it's everything that you don't want to have to drive through in a car. I mean, you have to cross like 4 creeks that have uneven amounts of rock. So, I mean, you're almost bottoming out. And then the twists and turns, plus like some of the road is rutted out. I mean, it's pretty rugged. It can get kind of intense for someone that's driving a Jeep. I think any kind of large creature could easily live here. I mean, this morning, whenever we were waking up, you could hear turkeys off in the distance, dropping down from a roost. Deer, I mean, there's so many deer down here in the Ozark, and it just continues from there. Squirrel, rabbit, there's caves that they could live in, hide in. I mean, it can get so thick out here. I mean, truly. You know, coming down, I was like, okay, like I've been to Bell Smith and stuff, and I was like, maybe there's something out here. You know, Zach's been out here, and he says that he's seen some stuff and heard some stuff. Well, last night as I'm laying in bed, or I shouldn't even say bed, in the hammock, I could hear stuff off to my right that started making me a little uneasy. And even coming in, there's this long group of trees that something just doesn't sit right with me. But then, I mean, you can just hear things, especially whenever the campfire dies down. Everything starts to come alive.
Well, with the recon that we did today, we found a handful of tracks, good tracks that we got photographs of. And we found some tree structures and bends. We've actually found a possible kill site with a deer carcass that we found. And this place, you know, this thing could go and hide because as thick as timber it is in here, this thing can go and be 20 to 50 yards away and blend in with its environment, and you would not see it if it didn't want you to see it. That's the thing, especially whenever it really starts growing up around here, it's going to be thick canopy, and you'll be lucky if you can see 20 yards once all the low-lying foliage starts putting out leaves. So that's the reason that we're here, is before all the foliage starts really putting out leaves and the canopy gets too thick. lemonade. Also, I like it better than I do regular lemonade.
But he can't take coffee.
I like coffee, but I don't like it to where it keeps me up and I can see into the future.
Man, I didn't come out here to expect to see anything. I came out here just to get away a little bit, hang out with the Benoit. You guys got a nice little setup you do here.
Well, I'm glad you guys came.
Yeah, it's cool to get away, man. And do the freaking nature, man.
Meet some new people, you know?
Yeah.
I don't even see y'all as strangers. Y'all family now.
Yeah,
Y'all are in our little circle now.
The nature is,
I know I've been talking to you for what, 2-3 months now?
Yep.
it's worth coming out here, just seeing this nature.
Well, I agree. I appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
So I've gone and I've dispatched a team to go out. I dispatched Daniel, Benoit, and Jessica, and they're going to the west. And Ben and Stacy, they're taking off towards the northeast and checking out. Stacy found some stuff with his map dowsing that he wanted to go check. And Daniel Benoit has just radioed into me saying that he's actually gone and found an actual track along the roadside that he sent me pictures of. So we're going to go and keep looking. I'm here running command center. Go for base camp. Come on back. Please repeat what you just said.
Something else. It might be a lot more fascinating than what we just saw.
Keep that camera rolling. Go for base camp.
We got a teepee structure. Seriously, we got a teepee.
You're kidding me. How far down?
Come down.
To you where those people are camping, they have the dog, and turn left. And as you see the field to your left, come into the pine thicket to the right of that field. We're in the back of, we're all the way in the back.
You guys are up on the north side of the road?
That's north.
Close to the north side, but off to the west.
Okie dokie, 10-4. Get as much as you can and everything, because I got to stay up here because Stacy and Ben are out, and I got to stay up here with the other radio.
All right, yeah, because I'm filming this area. There's actually 1, 2, 3 other things here. Well, 3 total, excuse me. We got the teepee structure, we got this interesting crisscross X formation, and on the ground, and then we have a formation break that's going between a couple limbs with another tree going across the top. It's interesting. I'm filming it all as I speak right now.
10-4. If I can get a hold of Ray, Stacy, and Ben, I'll send them over your way.
All right, let's go back here, show you what we just saw that we found kind of interesting, and I'll point out why it was interesting. All right, before we go any further, let me show you guys this here. A lot of times this may be something natural, but what was interesting, you got this bent tree. It's coming all the way down into here. And as you see some of the details, you got the other trees that are crisscrossing, and it actually looks like it could provide a cover of some kind of shelter. This is very interesting. I've come across stuff like this in Virginia, but it looks like there's some art and some work and effort that's been put into this. And we spotted something else. We're not sure what we're looking at, but I can tell you it definitely does not look natural by any means. We look like we might have an actually teepee structure going on here. Some serious artwork going on. And I'm going to zoom in before we approach it. As you can see what I'm looking at right there, the crisscrossing. We're not sure what that is, but we're going to get a close look. Let's see what we got. Yeah, these were placed here.
Oh, absolutely.
These were placed here. Very awesome. But we're going to check out the rest of this area. I feel like there may be more in the area. I'm not noticing anything from my view of the eye right now, but we're gonna explore this area and check this out. Got this here. I'm about to check this out, but I wanted to film this before I touch these. I don't know if these are stabbed in the ground or actually originally grown like this, but they're all pushed over, almost going in the same direction. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Small one, 7. Okay. Well, they're definitely loose. All right. Yeah. Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, that was starting to come out, but it's real tight. Let me try. What? Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? That's why I'm checking. All right, that's the root ball. So yeah, these are just been pushed over. It is odd that, but I had to check that out. So yeah, that's the root ball down there. So yeah, all right. All right, so right now, me and Jessica, we're working our way through this woods. We found that teepee up here and the other formations. And Jessica believes we may have found something else that we need to go get a closer look at to examine it. Right now, we're waiting on Ben and Stacy to come meet up with us. We have some more promising stuff around here. So yeah, we're communicating with our whoops and hollers to get them to come out to where we are.
Then there's something else. There's a sleeping structure that way.
Well, yeah, she walked down there to go look at something that she pointed out to me. So
I found a sleeping structure going. Now we followed a route from behind. I found another trail marker. So we went in behind our camp. And there's a big limb spun upside down with the crook.
right.
Facing this way, shoved
Wow.
down into the ground.
Wow.
We followed that. There's an old logging road back there. You know where those 2 white vans are at?
Yeah.
There's a logging road that comes out right there.
All right, well, we're coming to check something else out that Ben saw, and we're not sure what we got, but we're going to check it out. Oh, okay, so just the, okay, it's just the trees. Still interesting. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. It had me mesmerized there.
Nobody kicking up rocks over there by the fire pit?
No, we're walking back up here to come check this out with you.
Okay, yeah, I just heard rock clacks straight out that direction. Sounded like it just said, Yahoo!
Oh, any investigation is worth the trip. It's not how you get to the end of your journey, but it's the journey that's worth it.
You know, if we come up short-handed on this, you know, excursion, no, because you're not always going to find evidence every time you go out. It's the same as hunting. That's why it's called hunting. You're not going to kill whatever you're looking for every single time. And just with this, you can go to an area and look for 3-4 days and you may not find anything, but then you can come back a second time and you might actually find something that you're looking for. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, you get to have fun while doing it. You get to make friends, talk about stuff, and just, you know, have an adventure.
You know, if I find anything, see anything, or I don't see anything, being out here in nature is an enjoyment and a plus in itself. I mean, that's another thing. If you're going to get out here and do this exploring and the Bigfoot thing, you know, you got to enjoy nature. You got to love being out here and, you know, respect it and, you know, yeah, you got to appreciate being out here.
Being honest and everything, if we don't walk out of here with anything, it's to be expected, because 99% of the time, you know, you're going to be walking out empty-handed. You might find tracks, you might have audio, and never catch anything on camera. That's just the variable that we've got to learn to work with and everything, because, you know, Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, they were in the field for 3 weeks on horseback, camping out in Northern California looking for Patty. Whenever they finally got her on camera, and it took them 3 weeks. We're out here for 3 days. So, you know, that's quite a wide margin that we got to work with. You know, but we got to go and do it because, you know, time constraints, because people work on this team and everything, and we only have weekends off, and people call us weekend warriors, which we're fine with that. Here's the night hunt. Here's the plan. We've established there's at least a sign of them in the area all throughout here. Stacy, what have you found?
I have one female alpha Bigfoot and one male alpha Bigfoot. They're about 35 yards off to our one side. Off to our other side, I have 2 male juvenile Bigfoot that are off to the side behind us. I have a main trail running from where the 2 adult Bigfoot are that runs back out to the main road, crosses that, and goes out to the teepee tree structures that y'all found earlier. The 2 juveniles, they can either go down the creek that's in the bottom of the hollow. They've got a route to go that way. They could cross the road, but there's there's some more people down there that's blocking them off from going that way, so their only route that they're going to have is to go down the creek.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking at.
Daniel, Jessica, what'd you guys find today on your recon?
Well, when we took off on foot, we started off down on the forest road, and then basically we headed more in the, I believe it was the northwest position from behind camp, and we started venturing by the edge of the field and went into the woods that way. And we did actually come across some track impressions, some a little bit more conclusive than others as far as the condition of them. They were actually pretty impressive. And then, as Stacy mentioned, the TV structure that we came across, and there was a couple other little structures right there in that pattern, in that cluster. So we decided, after seeing that, we decided to venture in and see what else was in that area. And then after Stacy and Ben met up with us, we actually came across some more impressive tracks that were actually going away from that structure. They may have been only about, could have been a couple days old, you know. Some of them looked a little bit more fresher than that. So yeah, we ventured in there. We've actually found some pretty interesting stuff. So
Something's telling me they're working back and forth through here.
Ben?
After Stacy did the mapping, and we figured out that there was actually a marking point out probably, 100 yards from the campsite.
Yeah, probably about 100,
Yeah, we found 2 trees that had a bend in it, and then dead center of it was actually a really good-sized forked branch that was shoved very far and deep down into the ground. And we indicated that that took it straight all the way through, and then it actually came out to an old logging road.
Yeah.
And we followed the logging road right up to where they had found all their stuff. So,
Well, here's the plan. We're not going to bother the juveniles down here because I think we've established that they belong to the alpha and the female.
Right.
We're not going to push them and have them coming down on us. So the thing is, we're going to go back to where you guys found the forked branch stuck down in the ground, and we're going to follow that trail all the way up to your teepee structure that you found. And that's just the plan, the path and everything. Everybody stay on your toes. Keep an eye out. Stacy, you're on point tonight.
Gotcha.
Daniel, Ben, you guys are on drag. You're covering our 6. Me and Jessica and James here will be going and covering up the middle. He's got the spotlight. If we hear anything, you got the job of going and lighting the son of a gun up. Good?
Good.
And I'll be keeping an eye. I got my thermal floor with me too. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All eyes and ears open tonight. What you got?
Since you've never run into this, you need to warn him about the eye shine.
Yeah. Eye shot. Bigfoot's eyes, with a beam of light hitting it, will glow crimson red. So always look out for that. And not only that, these things, they can blend into their environment like camouflage. I'm not saying they cloak, but they will blend into their environment where they will go and basically be standing 20 feet in front of you up against a tree, and you probably won't see them unless they move. So be sure to keep an eye out with that. That's the reason I'm putting him in the middle of the pack with me, so that way we can go and work that way. And only that, it also helps us have a little extra set of eyes because he's got the big mag light. But keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, mind your surroundings, because there's not just Bigfoot out here. There are coyotes, there are bear, there are mountain lions, there are venomous snakes, copperheads, water moccasins, timber rattlers, and eastern diamondback rattlesnakes. So keep an eye out for all of them. Watch where you step, because there is a bunch of holes down through here. I almost stepped in one yesterday and about broke my leg off. So guys, be careful. Let's go out there. Let's get us a Bigfoot. What do you say, guys?
Yeah, as far as the eye shine too, they could be yellow based off of, in Virginia, the observations that we've had in our encounter, they were like a very large yellowish glow based off of the reflection off of our headlamps that we had at that moment. So, yeah, and like you were saying, they blend in. Based off some of the experiences I had, I believe that they were a lot closer than you realize.
Well, not only that, this is a milestone. ECBRO, the East Coast Bigfoot Researchers Organization, and the Southern Illinois Monster Hunters. Together, we've got 50 plus years of cryptozoology research under our belt with tracking, outdoorsmen, trapping, old and new school methods. I got a feeling we're going to get something tonight. So let's go get him. What do you guys say? How about it?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
Hey, Stacy, lead the way. All right, and we are recording, guys. Over here, it's kind of hard to tell. It's real long over here.
I mean, me and Stacy walked this earlier, so.
Yeah, it could have been one of you guys. Yeah, because they look pretty deep. It's
that's the
interesting
other.
how it's broke, but it's leaning up against the rest of it.
Yeah, well, that right there, and then right there,
Oh.
and this is in between them, and then that's where it shoots us that way. Yeah. Well, this thing's wet though.
Oh yeah, look at that big break over there. Is that what you're pointing at?
Yeah,
The big break?
yeah. You got that one, the one you looked at, this is in the middle.
Triangle formation.
That water's not even moving, it's just still.
All right, so I got the juveniles this way. And I got this way.
They fall. Can you tell if that thing goes one way if it's following us? Actually, we found quite a bit, honestly, in no man's land. We found close to a dozen tracks, found a lot of sign. We actually heard these creatures at night. Yeah, we caught on audio. And we also got the opportunity to lay eyes on 4 of them. 2 down in the valley and 2 behind base camp. Me, Daniel, and Stacy saw them. All 5 of us heard them. The journey's not over, though. There's always one more case to investigate, one more monster to hunt. This is just the beginning. We've been going, 7+ years now, hunting for these creatures. This is just the beginning.